Well, good evening, everybody, from UDA High School. This evening, the Trojans begin the 2001-2002 season by hosting the Line Mountain Eagles, who will be introduced here in just a moment. The Trojans looking to get the season off on a good start tonight here as the junior varsity won their ball game, and now Coach Ains' varsity boys coming out here against the Eagles, trying to see if we can complete a sweep here tonight. And we'll be picking up the Eagle boys as they go along, as well as the Trojan guys, because with a new season, invariably it takes me a moment or two to learn some of the names of these guys. But anyway, we'll do the best we can now as they'll be introduced here. Some of them will be familiar, I'm sure, from last year's squad. So let's see now as they get a good round of applause. A nice group of fans here. Zach Buffington, a senior, will be starting for UDA tonight, of course. And Justin Antes will also begin tonight's ball game for Coach Hain.
5'10" junior, number 30, Robbie Miller.
Robbie Miller, a veteran coming back from last year, will be playing out in front. Anthony Weaver, number 41. And the final fella introduced is number 43, Troutman. So we'll be set to go here in just a moment. Okay, set to go here now as the teams take the court. Antes will jump center for the Trojans as we get the season underway, and here we go. Tipped over here now for UDA. Here's Buffington. Over the wing he goes with it. Into the corner they'll dump it. Now for Miller. Miller tries to get back out in front here for Buffington. Tapped nicely away, and into the corner it comes here for a shot by Troutman. Good for three. UD 3-0 on the shot by Troutman. Here's a steal made by Miller. Miller has the ball. It goes out of bounds. They're going to rule it went off Robbie Miller and out of bounds, and so the Eagles will inbound the ball. Campbell to inbound it here for Line Mountain. 45 will try to work it around. As I said, we'll pick up some of these guys a little later on here. Campbell with it. Driving it on the baseline. I think it's Campbell. Anyway, the ball came loose. Picked up front here, but then tapped away and gathered in by Line Mountain. Going to the hoop for two is 30. No good. Rebounded underneath there to Line Mountain. Eagles, another shot put up and a foul called this time. Foul will be on UDA. And foul was on Weaver. His first. Spots to the line for Line Mountain. Gives the Eagles their first point of the ball game, and he'll be shooting one more. .54 is Latchaw out there. Spots gets ready to put his second shot up. And he did, but he missed. 14 with a rebound. Just laid it off the rim, and back with it comes UD. Troutman back here for Buffington. Buffington taking it down the court, winding it into the corner. The ball picked up inside there. Miller for two off the glass, a little bit too hard, and Spots with a rebound. Quickly down the court they come here now for Latchaw. His shot is no good, but a blocking foul called underneath on the Trojans, and it could be on number 43, Troutman. We'll see. At any rate, Latchaw will go to the line for the Eagles, and he will be shooting two. Foul was indeed on Troutman, his first, and Latchaw made the first one, and he ties up the ball game here now at 3-3 as he goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Some forecourt pressure put on here by the Eagles. Here's Antes taking it to the hoop for two, just a little bit short, gets his own rebound, forces a shot up and in, good. And he will go to the line shooting one to get three. A nice effort under there by Antes, who got two shots at it and was fouled and made it on the third try. Foul was on number 45, Spots, his first, team's first. And Andy, see if he can go 3 for 3. He doesn't that time, but Latshaw with a rebound. On the wing it goes. Picked up over there by 14. He gets it right underneath the Latshaw for 2. It's good. Latshaw scores 2, and we're tied up again. Quick pass ahead here. Andis tries to bounce it on the baseline. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Latshaw. Bordner, number 5 in there for the Eagles. Robbie Miller with it. Robbie looking for something to develop. Drops it off over there for Buffington. Buffington will take it out in front. Nearly lost the handle on it. Picked it back up there for a pass over in the near wing over here. Shot from over here by Troutman is good for 2. It's 7-5. UDA by 2. Charging into the line, but wait a second. Before the shot, we have a foul called. Foul is on number 43. Troutman. He'll pick up his second personal foul here with 5:54 remaining in the first quarter. So he will have to go a little easier. Nice pass underneath for number 45. Spots and Spots ties up the ball game yet again. Here's Weaver into the corner. Shot from the side by Miller, wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Latshaw. Quick pass ahead here for 30. His shot no good. Rebounded by Troutman, and Troutman will dump it off over here for Miller. Miller, quick pass ahead here now for 12. That's Buffington, and he missed the shot. And there's a foul called, or rather out of bounds it went off the Eagles, and so UD will inbound the ball. 14 is Campbell out there for the Eagles. 30 Yeager making the block on the inbounds pass. As Buffington will inbound it. Over in the corner he goes for Miller. Miller back out in front. Here's Buffington. Zach winding it around on the right wing over there. Shot from the side for 2 is for 3 is good. I'm not exactly sure who shot that one. Here's a ball stolen away nicely by Ennis. Inside here for Miller for 2. It is good. It took a great circle route to get down, but it went down. And back with it come the Eagles. Stolen away. Quickly ahead for a shot by Miller. In and off the glass, no good. Rebounded underneath there. Let's see. It's going to be controlled and out of bounds. It goes off Latshaw. And timeout called by the Line Mountain Eagles. We have 4:42 remaining here in the first quarter, and it's the Trojans by 5. Buffington will inbound the ball following the timeout. Miller from the side for 2-3. It's good. Robbie Miller for 3 from the right wing. Latshaw down underneath. They go with it. Now shot and a charging foul called on 14 of the Eagles, as the Trojans have now put up an 8-point margin. It's 15-7, 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Buffington will bring it up court. Buffington with it again. Changing positions on it. The ball's tapped loose in there, and then underneath. Oh, we're going to have a foul called on UDA as Weaver picks up the personal foul, his first, team's 4th. And Campbell will inbound the ball to Yeager. Campbell's got it back. Picks up the dribble. Goes across the court with it now. Underneath with a nice pass for Spots. His shot wouldn't go. And on the rebound, controlled in there by UD. That's Whitmer into the ball game. Wade Whitmer down here for a pass onto the wing. Shot from over there for 2. Just a little bit off the mark. And on the rebound, controlled by Yeager. Yeager bringing it back up court for the Line Mountain Eagles. Yeager still with the basketball, tries to take it in the paint, puts his shot up. It's good. Well, Yeager wound his way all the way up court that time. A bright spot for the Eagles for sure on a nice drive. Pass inside, turnaround shot by Wade Whitmer, good for 2. 15-foot try by Wade, and he put her home. Quick pass ahead here for Latshaw, wouldn't go, and the ball spins out of bounds. And they're going to rule that it went off the Trojans. And Dietrich will come into the ball game for UDA. And also number 4, Wolf, into the ball game for Lyon Mountain. This is Wolf with it. Wolf with Miller guarding him. Miller nearly tapped it loose, did tap it loose, but Wolf got it back. Over there for Yeager. Yeager will take it on the baseline, dropping it on the wing. Shot from the side by Latshaw. No good. Return shot put up there by 14 is good. 14's that Campbell guy. Here the Trojans, Dietrich with it. Dietrich spinning it back out here for a shot on the baseline by Miller. It is short, and on the rebound, controlled inside there by the Eagles. 2:52 remaining in the first quarter. Campbell taking it inside, looks for 2. It is good. And all of a sudden, it's a 17-13 ball game. That Trojan 8-point margin has been cut in half. Shot from the wing, looking for 2 for UD is no good. Return shot put up and in, however, very nicely by Antis, who followed the shot right in there and put the ball right back and up and in. 19-13. And Campbell getting ready to inbound the ball to Wolf here for, no, he didn't. Over the other wing they go with it. There's a pass down on the baseline for 2. It's good. That's that 30 again. Yeager, and he's had a pretty good first quarter here for his Eagles. The ball was loose, dropped over the wing, and then pushed out of bounds it goes. It's going to remain UD ball. And is having a little bit of trouble over there. I think Wolf was attacked by a wolf that time. And he had a little trouble getting that one in. Here's Dietrich with it for UD. Back here for Miller. Miller pushing it back for Antis. Antis will look for something to get set up here now. Antis looking. Near side he comes over here for Dietrich. Inside they'll go with it. And a attempted pass and a foul. Foul is on Lyon Mountain. Whitmer was the young Trojan fouled there. And he's going to go to the line. I don't see how he was shooting. The argument over here, I think, is legit. They're going to let Wade, and I want Wade to shoot all year long, but it didn't look like he was shooting. It looked like he was trying to pass it off, but they called it a 2-shot foul. Well, it didn't cost them anything because Wade missed a pair. So back with it comes Wolf for Lyon Mountain. Over the wing. This is that Yeager. Yeager for 2. Wouldn't go. Return shot put up there by 45 spots is good. 19-17. Trojans by 2. Here's Dietrich. Dietrich bouncing it, stolen away. 30. Yeager for 2. It's good, and we're tied at 19 all. So minute 40 remaining here. And the Trojans starting to lose control of the ball game over just momentarily. Here's Dietrich with it. Spins it on the near wing. Miller from outside for 3. It's good. Well, that gets the points right back again. Where'd he get to? Anyway, with Miller scored 3, and then the ball on the other end of the court goes out of bounds off Yeager's hands. And so it'll be UD ball. It's 22-19 with 1:22 left here in the first quarter. Buffington back into the ball game for UDA to replace Dietrich for the Trojans. And he'll inbound it here for Antis. And now Zach coming back. Zach's got it back. Looking for something to develop on the near wing. Here's a shot from the side by Miller. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to UD. Shot by Antis. 17-foot try short. Rebound is going to be attempted to be saved in by Whitmer, but he couldn't quite get that one in here, so Wolf will inbound it for Lyon Mountain. 21 is Marquette into the ball game for the first time for the Eagles. Ooh, he just about threw that one away. Turnaround shot for 3 by Yeager. A nice bucket from 22 feet out here by Yeager. Makes it a tie ball game once again now. Good way to start the season with a good ball game for the fans. Shot from over the wing by Troutman. Wouldn't go. And on the rebound, controlled in here by Wolf. So the Eagles coming back up court now with an opportunity to take the lead here in the waning moments of the first quarter. Pass inside, tap loose, but let's see. It'll be gathered in by the Eagles. Up here for Yeager for 2. It's good. Eagles lead 24-22. Troutman on the wing for Andis. Andis cross the court. He comes here for a shot by Miller for three, just off the mark. Miller tries to get the rebound, and he's going to get called for a foul, I believe. Someone is anyway. Yep, foul was on Robbie Miller. It'll be his first, the team's fifth. 6 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Trojans trail by 2, led at once by 8. Wolf, quick pass down the court and out of bounds it goes with just 1.9 seconds remaining, or 2 seconds, as the Trojans will try to get something in here deep. Fires one over this way. It is Robbie Miller. Robbie, this is good if it goes. Oh, just off the mark. And so at the end of one, the Trojans trail the Eagles. It's Line Mountain 24 and the Upper Dauphin Trojans 22. Eagles inbounding it here to begin the second quarter, and they throw the ball away. So we're still at 24-22. As Andis and Buffington will come up and try to solve this defense now that the Eagles have put on them. Here's stolen away, picked up in there as Marquette makes the steal here. But then they call him for a walk as he skidded on the floor. So they'll give it to the Trojans. Across the court it comes, but that's stolen away immediately by Latshaw. Latshaw going to the hoop for 2, laid it up, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here to Miller. Robbie starting it back up court. Stops, has trouble with it. Stolen away in there and then out of bounds it goes. As again, it is that number 30 guy, Yeager, really giving the Trojans some fits here the first half of this ball game. Here's Andis. Andis dropping it back over here. It's tipped out of bounds. They're going to rule it went off Marquette. And it will stay UD ball. But the Trojans with some very sloppy passing right now. And Coach Hayne, he sees that the boys are not quite ready to go here, so he'll call timeout. With 7:28 remaining here in the first half, Trojans trail by 2. Over. The Trojans will put the ball in play now with an opportunity to retie up this ball game or take a lead with a three-pointer, whatever, as Robbie Miller will take it down the left wing side here, dropping it back here for a shot from outside by Buffington. Good for 3. Trojans lead by 1. It's 25-24. UD by 1. And a foul called on Buffington. They're going to say Zach reached in there and picks up the personal foul. Marquette will inbound the ball. Does so for Wolf. Here's Wolf with it, taking it down the wing here. Now they'll push it inside here for Latshaw. Latshaw is going to be picking up a foul, although it looked like Mr. Latshaw was really laying on one of the Trojans. My goodness. Didn't look like a good call from here. Trojan partisans here think that that was a terrible call, and I'd have to agree. He was going into the lane at about a 45-degree angle, I think, laying on one of the Trojans, but nevertheless they give the Trojans a foul. Latshaw makes the first one. Foul was on Weaver, his third. Next shot by Latshaw, good. So he made a pair, ties up the ball game once again now. 25, or rather took the lead, 26-25. Line Mountain. Quickly they'll pass it ahead here, but it's stolen away, and then back court goes Marquette with it. As I believe he took it across and then passed it back. So kind of out of control that time he was, and he couldn't quite help that one, but nevertheless they called it. And we're looking at Andis for Buffington. Buffington into the corner. Now back for Buffington. Into the corner again. Shot by Troutman over there for 3. For 2 is good. 28. Or it was 3. 28. 26. They'll throw the ball away this time to the Eagles. 6:37 left here. 28-26. UDA by 2. Kessler into the ball game for UDA. Number 33, the big center in there right now. Here's Buffington over there for Andis. Andis would like 3 just off the mark. It goes. Rebounded in there to the Eagles, who go quickly up court here with Marquette. Missed the shot. The ball comes onto the floor, picked up here by Andis. Andis streaking down, man after him. He'll stop. Pop a 15-foot try up and in. Good. Andis for 2. It's 30-26. UDA by 4. Here's Latshaw. Latshaw walked with it as he got tangled up out here around the center line or right in Trojan territory and was forced to walk with it. So the Trojans will inbound the basketball as Buffington gets ready to do that for UDA. For Andis. Andis looking, dumping it over there for hold everything. Got a foul on UD. Foul on the Trojans underneath. It's their 8th team foul. So that will send number 5, Bordner, to the foul line, shooting a 1-and-1. The foul was on Kessler, his first. He had just gone into the ball game, so he picks up his first on the 1-and-1. The first shot's good by Bordner. 30-27, 5:55 left here in the first half. Exciting first half of basketball, to say the least. Second shot no good. Rebounded underneath there to the Eagles, and a shot put up by 45 Spots, and he's fouled. He'll go to the foul line shooting a pair. The foul was on Robbie Miller, his second. First shot wouldn't go, so he'll shoot one more. Wade Whitmer checks back into the ball game to replace Kessler for UDA. As the second shot put up there by Spots, no good. He missed a pair. Return shot put up, however, by Campbell, no good. Return shot put up again, and a foul underneath. They're going to call a foul on UD. I think this foul might be on Wade Whitmer. Kind of submarined Spots in there that time, and he went to the boards pretty hard. But he'll be going back to the foul line, shooting 2. Foul was on Wade Whitmer, and Spots missed his first one. So we're still at 30-27. Spots will shoot his second. It is no good. So the Trojans looking at some terrible foul shooting by the Eagles now, helping them out. Here's Miller with it with a quick pass. Back here for Troutman. Near wing over here. Andy's into the corner. It goes here for Buffington. He is ridden on by 14 Campbell. I believe it was. Or was it Marquette? I'm not sure. At any rate, foul is on Marquette, his first. Trojans will inbound it here for Miller. Robbie spins it back over here. They try to go on the other wing, but Andy's pass off the leg of Bordner. Called a kickball. Here's a shot from outside. Good for 3 by Andis. Quick pass down the court on the other side, off the fingertips of Yeager and out of bounds it goes. 33-27, the Trojan margin up to 6 with 5:24 left here, and the Trojans, or rather the Eagles, will call timeout. Okay, the timeout is over, and back to action we go here. The Eagles, or the Trojans rather, with the basketball. Buffington, near wing over here for Whitmer. He puts his shot up and in. Good. He's fouled. And Wade will go to the foul line, shooting 1 to get 3. A heck of a nice drive that time by that number 34 Wade Whitmer for UDA. Really finished off that play very nicely after getting hacked and still laid it up and in. Does he get 3 for his effort? No, not that time, just 2. Robbie Miller with the rebound, though, pushing it back here for 3. It's good. Robbie Miller taking the rebound over to wing and hits 3. So the Trojans now have opened up a margin again. Here's the ball, comes loose right underneath there for Spots. It's good. Spots left alone underneath, and a quick pass got him the basketball, and he got his Eagles 2 points. Shot from the wing by Andis, just a little bit short. Rebounded in there to Spots. He'll drop it back. Marquette coming down with it here for Bordner. Bordner taking it inside for 2. No good. On the rebound, let's see. Controlled in there by the Eagles. Shot put up and in by Bordner, who picked himself off the deck and got the ball inside and put it up. Shot by Annis, blocked over there. Annis will spin it back over here for Buffington. Buffington would like 3. It is taking its time, but no good. Had a foul called. Foul is going to be on number 5, Bordner. He'll pick up his second, and UD will inbound the ball. It's 38-31, the Trojans by 7. Show you the clock next chance we get. As Buffington gets ready to inbound, and then I think it took him too long. Zach couldn't find anybody open, and so the Trojans are called with a 5-second inbound pass violation. As number 4, Wolf, checks back into the ball game to replace Bordner for Line Mountain Eagles. This is Wolf with it. Marquette with it on the wing, passing it back over here for Wolf. Now they'll go right underneath on a nice give and go, passing it back and forth. Spots unopposed, puts it home. The Trojans got to figure that play out because, gosh, that works good. Here's Miller for 2 off the glass. No good. Rebounded inside there to Spots. He'll drop it back up here now as they'll put it into the corner here for that Campbell. Campbell for 2. No good. Rebounded inside to Spots. Good. And all of a sudden, the Trojan margin down to 3. 38-35. Dietrich with it into the ball game now. Back in there is Dietrich, number 22. Over there for a pass underneath there for Miller. Miller fakes once, puts a shot up. It's blocked away. And then out of bounds it goes. They rule it one off the Trojans. And so the Eagles, again, with an opportunity to come back now and get to within 1. This is Wolf. Near wing, they'll come with it here for Marquette. They'll drop it back here for that Yeager. Yeager right inside with a nice pass to Spots. His shot no good. Spots has the ball stripped away from him. On the floor it goes. Picked up by Miller. Quick looping pass over here for Troutman. It's good. He's Dietrich rather. And he will go to the foul line, shooting 1 to get 3. Nice pass and a good finish on that one by Dietrich. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. The foul was on Wolf, his second. 40-35, and Dietrich can give the Trojans a 6-point lead here. He gets this one in, which he did. Nice bucket, good finish to a 3-point play. 41-35 UD. Yeager will no, he won't. It'll be Campbell inbounding the basketball here for Yeager. Near steal inside there. Campbell controls it though. Loops it over here for Marquette. Marquette on the wing. And he's going to try to bounce it inside for Spots, who pushes it on and hold everything. We've got a foul called underneath on UD. And let's see who it was on. Saw number 22, Miller, his first. That's going to send Campbell to the foul line for the Eagles, shooting 2 when he made the first one. 41-36, 3:02 left here in the first half. Campbell's second shot, no good. Return shot by Spots, no good. Ball tapped around inside, controlled by Yeager. Yeager goes outside for 3. It's good. Yeager for 3, and the Trojan margin back down to 2, 39-41. Here's a steal by Marquette to tie up the ball game. He puts it up and in, good. We're tied at 41 all. 2:41 remaining. Dietrich back over here now. Now they'll spin it down on the wing here for Miller. He tries to go inside with it. Yeager picking off the pass. Miller thought someone was breaking and they didn't break, and so Yeager has it. Taps it back outside here for Lachaw. Lachaw dumping it on the baseline for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here for Miller, and he and Yeager tie it up, and a foul's going to be called on Yeager, I believe. The way he's reacting, yeah, Yeager picks up the foul with 2:20 left here in a tied-up ball game. Left here in the first half, that is. And that's going to be a shooting foul now as they've picked up foul number 8. So that's going to allow Robbie Miller to go to the foul line for UDA, shooting a 1-and-1 and an attempt to untie this ball game. Here's Robbie's first try. It is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. He'll drop it here for Marquette. Marquette coming down the court with it for the Eagles. Tries to drop it back, nearly stolen away. Picked up in there by Latshaw. Latshaw into the paint. 8-foot try, no good. Rebounded underneath and then out of bounds it goes. They're going to say it's going to stay down here, as they must have ruled that Andes touched it last. And so it looks like it'll be inbounded by the Eagles. Shot from the baseline for two, no good. Rebound comes down for Andes. Andes bringing it up court for the UDA Trojans. Across the timeline he goes with it, stopping, dropping it near side over here for Buffington for two, no good. Rebound comes down in there to Campbell. And he'll drop it back for Marquette. Marquette over there for Campbell. Marquette near wing over here for that Yeager. Yeager from way outside for three, it's good. 25-foot shot for Yeager for three, and the Eagles back up on top 44-41. Shot from outside by UD wouldn't go. Quick pass down the court here for Marquette. Marquette swings it underneath and is fouled. Foul will be probably called on Andes, we'll see. Or was it, well, I'm not sure. We'll look at the scoreboard here. And Marquette will go to the foul line shooting two. First shot, no good. Buffington picked up his second personal foul. He checks out of the ball game now as Dietrich, number 22, back in there to replace Zach. Second shot by Marquette, no good. So Marquette missed a pair. And on the ensuing rebound, we have a jump called, and UD will inbound the ball. Andes will inbound it here for Dietrich. 1:17 left here in the first half of the ball game. Trojans need a couple to tie it. This is Troutman. Whitmer over here for pass back here outside for three from Miller. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around. Miller controls it over in the corner and then out of bounds it goes. Robbie couldn't quite get the handle on that. He made a heck of an effort out of it, but couldn't quite pick it up. So Yeager will inbound the ball for the Eagles with 59 seconds left here in the first half. Quick pass ahead here for Latshaw. Latshaw dumping it on the baseline for Spots, good for two. 46-41, the Trojans trail by 5. Up the court comes Dietrich. Dietrich near side here for Troutman. Troutman from outside for three, just off the mark there. Rebounded inside to Miller. His shot wouldn't go. And on a rebound, Latshaw controls it ahead here for Yeager. Yeager racing down the court on the left wing, stopping on the baseline, goes with it, dumping it right here for Spots for two. Spots right there, unguarded, and boy, he didn't miss it. 48-41, the biggest margin of the ball game for the Eagles. Now it's at 7 with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Whitmer, Wade Whitmer over in the wing. Shot from outside by Troutman, short. Rebound shot put up, no good. Return shot put up, wouldn't go by Annis. And the rebound comes down here to the Eagles. Here's a shot that's good if it goes, wouldn't go. But the Eagles storming here in the latter part of the second quarter have taken a 7-point lead in the halftime now. It is the Eagles 48 and the Trojans 41. Back with the second half here. And we're set to go now. Set to go here. The Trojans will have the basketball to begin the second half. Or no, they won't. No, they gave it to the Eagles. All right. This is number 5, Bordner. Over in the wing there for that red hot Gardner. Or Yeager, rather. Shot from outside for three, no good. And on the rebound, we've got a push underneath. And that one's going to go against the Eagles. And it looks like it'll be on number 45, Spots. He'll pick up his second. And back comes UD. They start out the second half now with Buffington along with Antis. This is Troutman. Troutman having some trouble out in front. Spins it underneath. Shot from underneath there to Zach. Or a pass rather to Zach Buffington. And Zach right there to sneak it home. Good play. This is Latshaw. Into the wing he goes with it. Shot from over here by Campbell. Too long and no good. Return shot blocked away nicely by UDA. Picked up by Troutman. Ahead quickly here for Miller. Miller with a bounce pass on the baseline. Shot put up good by Troutman for, or by, rather by, not Troutman, but Weaver rather for two. Shot on the other end, no good. Rebound comes down to Latshaw. He'll put it up and in, good. Latshaw was alone right there and just glided over there and stuffed that one back home. 50-45. Buffington right down the middle for two. Zach Buffington took a tour of the paint that time and put her home. On the other end, Latchaw for two. So they neither team playing great defense at the moment, as Latchaw comes right back and gets those two back for UD, or for Line Mountain rather. Here's Buffington for Troutman. Troutman stopping, needs a little help, gets it from Weaver. Weaver, 17-foot try, no good. Rebounded inside there to that 14 Campbell. Campbell of the Eagles coming down, looking like he wants to go all the way. Got stopped nicely inside there, but then forces a shot up, no good. And Spots wants to chuck one up, but he's tied up nicely inside. And on the tie-up, it's going to be UDA ball. 34, Wade Whitmer back into the ball game for the Trojans. He will replace, let's see, Troutman for UD. Bounce pass here for Weaver. Here's Whitmer for Miller. Miller from outside. No good on that shot. Rebound tapped around inside there. Let's see. Controlled here by the Eagles momentarily. Now they pick it up again as Yeager's got it. Looking for a three. No good. Rebound comes down on the near wing over here for Bordner. Bordner chases it out in front for Latchaw. Pass underneath and a foul call. The bucket's good. Foul will be on Wade Whitmer, I believe, and that's going to send Campbell to the foul line shooting one to get three. Well, he made his one to get three, and so that makes it a 55-47 ball game. Now Oxidine into the varsity ball game here for UD. Oxidine played a good junior varsity ball game. Shot from the wing over here for three, wouldn't go. Rebound comes down in there for the Eagles. Ahead here for that Yeager. Yeager taking it on the baseline, dropping it back out in front here. Now the ball on the floor. They'll spin it underneath for Yeager for two. It's good. Yeager with a good give and go from Campbell that time as they stuffed it underneath. And the Trojans forced to call timeout, now trailing by 10. It's the guests from Line Mountain 57, the UDA Trojans 47. Zach Buffington will inbound the basketball for UD now as we get back to action. Trojans need to get a rally going here now and play some defense. Here's Wade Whitmer with it. Whitmer looking for some help. Will pick up the dribble and put it down over here for Oxidine. Oxidine inside here for Whitmer. Wade trying to go to the hoop for two. It's good. Wade struggling to get to the hoop that time, but he made it and got two. In the meantime, ball stolen away. Troutman, Weaver rather picks it up. Shot from outside for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes in there to Bordner. Tripped up on the play, our UDA. This is going to be passed ahead here for Spots. Spots on the baseline. And the pass knocked out of bounds there, and a heck of an effort by Wade Whitmer underneath there, doing some good defensive work as after the Eagles had broken it up court. And wow, did a good job to block that one out of there. 4:34 remaining here in the third quarter, and hold everything. Foul underneath, I guess, or do we have an injured player? I think we have an injured player. I think Latchaw might have a bloody ear or something like that. We're going to take him off and check him out. Yeah, I think he might have got a bop on the ear and got a little blood on it, so he's going to come out of the ball game. And there to replace him, number 41 Troutman for the Eagles, I believe it was. Okay, so UD, or rather the Eagles, will inbound the ball. Yeager getting set to inbound it. Back here now he goes for that Bordner. Bordner rushes inside and puts a shot up, but he's fouled. And Bordner will go to the line shooting two. Foul is on number 21, Antes. And for Antes, it is his first. So Bordner at the line shooting two. Okay, Bordner made his first one and his second one. Makes it a 10-point ball game again, 59-49. As back with it comes Buffington for UDA. Over in the wing, shot from the side here for looking for three. It's good. Annis bangs in a three for UDA, cuts the margin to 7. Shot from outside for three, no good. Return shot put up underneath, no good. Rebounded to Robbie Miller, and Miller has the ball tapped out of his hands by Bordner. Bordner leaves the ball game now as Marquette back in there for the Eagles. This is Buffington up court here for UDA. Near side here, Andis into the corner it goes. Shot from in there by Troutman wouldn't go. Return shot put up there short. And Campbell coming away with it for the Eagles. Up the wing goes Marquette, flying down the right side, dropping it off out there for a long shot by that. Here's a Buffington looking for two, fakes once, puts the shot up, wouldn't go. The rebound comes down to Campbell. And they'll drop it back here now for that Yeager. Yeager taking it in, putting the shot up, no good. Rebounded in here to the Trojans. Quick outlet pass intended for Buffington, but picked up here by Marquette. And back come the Eagles on the baseline. They'll stuff it inside here and hold everything. A walk called on Yeager that time as he tried to sneak inside, and they called him for the walk. Dietrich, number 22, into the ball game for UDA. Wolf replaces Campbell in the lineup for the Eagles. Dietrich up court for the Trojans. Here is Andis. Andis trying to take it down on the wing. Does so here for Robbie Miller. Robbie looking for some help. Passes it out in front here for Troutman. Here's Andis. Andis on the baseline for two. Nope, just off the mark. Right back comes to Andis, though. A nice tip from Wade Whitmer to Andis, and back they came for two. Nice play. Good teamwork inside there, boys. Here's Yeager. Yeager had the ball go on the floor, picks it back up. Underneath the basket he goes, swings one up, no good. Rebounded in there by Troutman. Back up court with it comes Andis. Andis looking on the right baseline here for Dietrich for two. It's good. Dietrich for two. 59-56. The Trojans trail by three. This is Marquette out in front. Near wing over here. It comes to that Wolf. Into the corner. Now back for Marquette. Marquette looking for Wolf. Wolf circled underneath. Puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded out of bounds it goes. They'll say it went off Troutman. And out of bounds. So the Eagles will inbound the ball. Yeager will inbound it for Lyon Mountain. Latshaw 54 back in there. They're looking for Latshaw and they missed him, and Wolf has the ball go off his hands and out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to be UD ball. So the Trojans with a chance now with 1:57 left here in the third to get back to within one. It's 59-56. And up court come the Trojans. Over the wing. Shot from over there to tie the game. In and out. Wouldn't stay down. On the rebound, it's going to be controlled here to Wolf. Wolf will pick it up and give it back for Latshaw. He'll give it back to Wolf with 1:33 left here in the third quarter. This is Wolf playing it out in front. Wolf still has it. We'll back up here and see what they do with it. This is Yeager. They could be playing it down, but gosh, there's a minute 20 remaining in the third quarter. Yeager into the corner. Had the ball tapped loose, and Yeager picks it up, takes it, and throws it inside here for a shot by that Troutman of the Eagles. Wouldn't go, but a foul called underneath, and that means that Latshaw will go to the foul line shooting two. Well, Latshaw made his first one, and he'll shoot one more. Makes it a 60-56 ball game now. Eagles by 4, and now by 5. 61-56 with a minute and 3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Whitmer firing it ahead here for Miller. Miller dumps it over in the wing. Shot from the side for three. It's off the mark, and the rebound comes down there to Yeager of the Eagles. 48 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Yeager will slow it down out in front. Here for Wolf. Wolf right inside for Latshaw. Latshaw dumping it on the baseline. Shot put up, but a foul called. Troutman of the Eagles will go to the foul line. He'll be shooting two. Last foul there was on Robbie Miller. Robbie will check out of the ball game now as Buffington comes in to replace him. It was Robbie's third personal with 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Troutman of Line Mountain missed his first one and made the second one. 62-56 now, 6-point margin for the Eagles. Here's Annis. Annis right underneath. Turnaround shot by Wade Whitmer. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Marquette of the Eagles, and back they come. So the Trojans a little cold right now on the offensive end of the court. And they need to get something going here now as Marquette will spin it back here for Jaeger. They'll play the clock down for sure now with just 10 seconds remaining. So the play for a last shot. Here's Marquette. Inside he dumps it. Picked off by Latshaw. Shot and a foul. Trojans fouling underneath as the Eagles work that ball inside, and the Trojans hacking away under there. This foul is on number 34. Whitmer. Wade picks up his third personal foul with just 3.7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Fortunately for the Trojans to stay in this ball game, the Eagles have not been shooting real well from the foul line as Latshaw missed his first one and fires up the second one good. 63-56, 7-point margin now. Ball stolen away on the inbounds pass. They put it inside for 4. His shot wouldn't go, and a return shot put up by Jaeger wouldn't go. So Trojans got caught very sloppy that time, and fortunately they didn't have to pay anything for it. But at the end of 3, it is the Line Mountain Eagles 63 and the UDA Trojans 56. Okay, fourth period underway. Marquette inbounds the ball here for that number 5, Bordner. Over in the wing he goes with it. .33 Williard into the ball game for the Eagles at the moment. First time I've seen that young fella out there. This is Marquette. Bordner over there. This is Williard. Shot from over there. No good. And the return comes down here to UD. Back here for Robbie Miller. Robbie will take it up the court. Has it ball tipped away from him and coming over this way. It's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be UD ball as it was tapped out of there by the Eagles. Buffington will inbound the basketball back here for Antis. We'll find out who these first names are of some of these guys by Friday's ball game, I'm sure. Here's Weaver over in the wing for Miller. Robbie trying to take it inside back here for Buffington. Zach lost the handle on it, but it's picked up. No, that's lost away again. Then they'll fire this one down for Marquette, but Miller picks that one off. Miller starting it up court, and Marquette will be called for a reach-in foul there as he reached into Robbie Miller, and Marquette picks up the personal foul. Well, they said it was on Bordner. His third. I didn't think, well, maybe Bordner was down there too. I don't know. Anyway, it's on Bordner, his third. Here's Weaver. Weaver, nice bounce pass inside for Buffington. But Zach went up to put that one up, and he got whacked in the schnoz, I think. Yep, he came down, and no shot getting off there. So 63-56. Still a 7-point margin here, and timeout called by someone for some reason. I'm not sure what that was all about. At any rate, we're back to play again now as Marquette has it there for that Bordner. Here's Marquette and Bordner playing with it. Flipping it over this side. They finally throw it out of bounds as the Trojans were challenging them out front, and finally got the Eagles to throw it away. So the Trojans can come back and get a bucket here now. We can narrow that gap to 4 or 3 or 5 rather, as this is Dietrich into the ball game for UD. Over in the wing it goes for Miller. Tangled up over there as Bordner knocks it loose and tapped it out of there for the Eagles. So it'll be UD inbounding. 6:15 left here in the ball game. Eagles get ready to inbound it. Here's a shot by Miller for 3. It's good. Robbie Miller hits a 3 and narrows the score to 4 now, 63-59. And we're going to get a reach-in foul called on UD. Foul was on Robbie Miller, his 4th. Shot from the side for 3, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds there by Campbell, but they're going to say that Line Mountain will remain in possession of the ball. Sure looked like it went off Campbell, but I guess not. Here's Yeager firing it back here for Campbell. Campbell with a little trouble with it, looping it over there, nearly stolen away and tapped out of there. Let's see. It's going to be loose inside now as the ball gets under control finally. Weaver in there battling for that basketball. And on the tie-up, it's going to be UD ball. Here comes Dietrich with it. So the Trojans have got it down to 4. Can get a little closer here now if we can sneak a bucket in here. This is Dietrich. Near wing over here for Antis. Antis looking for something to develop underneath. We'll stay back a little, see if anything does develop. Here's Antis. Had the ball come loose in his hands. Marquette with the steal. Back up court with it they come now as Spots has it, and he has it rejected. Puts a second try up and in, good. So Spots lost the handle on the first one and then went to the floor, picked it back up again, and put it home. 6-point ball game again, 65-59. Eagles 5 minutes, 5 seconds, and timeout called by Coach Hain of the Trojans. So, got timeout on the floor with the score. Eagles 65, UDA 59, 5:04 remaining in the ball game. Okay, the UD timeout is over and is getting ready to inbound the basketball. Here it does so for Miller, or for Dietrich rather. Here's Dietrich with it. Troutman. Horn wing over there for Andes. Andes for 2 is no good. Return shot by Robbie Miller, a little short. And Marquette with the rebound. And a foul called, and Marquette will go to the foul line for the Eagles. He will be shooting at 1-1. Foul was on number 21, Andrews, his second, as Marquette shoots his first one up, no good. Rebound over there for Campbell. And back, the Eagles will reset now. Across the court it comes here for that Campbell. Across the court, he'll go with it. Now back out in front for Bordner. They tap it loose, picked up in here by Latshaw. Latshaw goes back across the outside here now for Marquette. And then inside for Latshaw. Latshaw leaps into the paint, puts a shot up and in, good for 2. Latshaw, a big guy in there, and just rolled himself inside and got 2. Here's Troutman dropping it back here for Dietrich. 67-59. Weaver off the glass for 2. That wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here for Bordner. Bordner, quick outlet pass over there for that Campbell guy. Campbell spinning into the paint. Pushes it back here for Bordner. Bordner back out in front for Marquette, who will give it to Latshaw. Latshaw will slow it down. Into the corner. Now Latshaw with it. Bounce pass on the baseline for a shot missed in there. Now that could be big. UD needs to come back and get one here. No, a walk will be called. A traveling violation on Dietrich that time as he took the pass in stride. Tried to hit Miller breaking down the left wing, but it was called for a walk. 3:35 left here in the ball game. An 8-point margin for the Eagles. And Wolf checks back into the ball game for Line Mountain. This is Marquette with it. Marquette bouncing it over there for Wolf. Wolf taking it into the corner for Campbell. Campbell stopping, popping it underneath. Shot put up by Yeager. Puts it up to a 10-point margin now. Nice pass inside. They'll come back outside. Shot by Andis. Little off the mark on the front of the rim. No good. Quick outlet pass down here for Marquette. Marquette takes it inside and drops it off for number 30, Yeager, for 2 more. So the Eagles now starting to pile them up at 71-59, a 12-point margin. There's another steal inside by Latshaw, tapping it loose from Wade Whitmer, but Whitmer got it back again for UDA to Troutman. Robbie Miller from outside for three. That wouldn't go. Rebounded over there to Campbell. He'll drop it back now for Wolf. Wolf, top of the circle. Eagles need to be in no hurry. Marquette, over in a wing it goes. On the baseline for Campbell. Campbell stepping inside, looking for two, no good. And on the rebound, we've got a foul called on the Eagles. It looks like it's going to be on Campbell of the Eagles with 2:25 left here in the ball game. Campbell will pick up his second personal foul. And timeout called by UDA. Timeout's over now, and the Trojans got work to do. And 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do it in. Over in a wing. Ennis will take it on the baseline, but a blocking foul called on Marquette, I believe. Yep, it's on Marquette. And UD will inbound the ball. 2:13, the clock becoming a giant factor now as the Trojans struggle to get a little offense generated here. Inbounds pass kicked out of there by Yeager. So the Trojans will do it again. Buffington getting ready to inbound it. Loose right inside here for Troutman for two. It's good. Troutman with a nice little 8-footer. And then a foul will be called on Buffington. That'll send Marquette to the foul line for the Eagles. He'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Here is Marquette. It might be Matt. I'm not sure. Shooting his first one up and in good. So he made the first front end of this 1-and-1. 72-61, 11-point lead, and Marquette can make it an even dozen should he put this in. And he did. 73-61. So the Trojans coming back now with 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So we'll be inside of 2 minutes here in just a couple of ticks. We are now. This is Annis. Annis near wing over here for Buffington. Buffington stopping and popping over the net. Rebound shot inside here to Weaver. No good. Rebounded by Weaver, and he ties it up. He and number 14 Campbell tying it up. And Marquette will inbound the basketball. Right under there for Wolf. He has it stolen away by Miller. And then he has a pass tipped away in there as the Trojans turn it over now. And a near steal over there again, this time by Whitmer. Wade going heavy over there after it. Got to remember to tell Stan Weaver to turn that light off next time you see it. Closes the iris on the camera. And last year we used to have that turned off, so Stan forgot. They'll loop it ahead here now for a dump underneath to Campbell for two. Well, they had Campbell stationed properly that time, and he didn't miss the peeper. Here's Buffington on the wing. Out in front here now, and they'll spin it there, stolen away as Wolf anticipated the pass, puts the shot up over everything. Return shot by Marquette, no good. And Marquette with a steal. Then it's tapped loose over there, picked up by Latshaw. Latshaw taking it inside for two. No. He'll get a charge. He'll get a charge out of that, will Mr. Latshaw. Yep. Anyway, for Latshaw, it'll be his first, I believe. Trojans coming back now with less than a minute to play. Here's a shot from 16 feet out, short. Rebounded to Campbell of the Eagles. Back here for Wolf, who'll spin it eventually over here for Marquette. Marquette bouncing it over in a wing for Wolf. Wolf with Wade Whitmer on him. The ball comes over there to Campbell. Campbell will drop it back. Now into the corner for Wolf. Wolf drives the baseline, gets an opening, puts a shot up, blocked in there nicely by Wade Whitmer. Wade doing a good job that time on the block. And with just 30 seconds remaining here now, and the Trojans trailing by 14, the Eagles inbound the ball. Campbell for two. Wouldn't go, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting two. Campbell at the line shooting two, made his first one. And his second one is good also. So he goes 2 for 2. 77-61. The ball came up court, but taken there by Latshaw. We'll give it back to Campbell. We'll give it back here for Marquette. Into the corner it goes. Clock down at 20 seconds. Here's a shot put up and in by Yeager, who has really played one heck of a ball game here tonight for those Line Mountain Eagles. Stolen away. Stopping out in front here is Wolf. Wolf on the baseline, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Lost. Tapped out of there, they say, with just 4 seconds remaining. So the Eagles will open the season with a win here at UDA. The Trojans, conversely, will drop their season opener here at home and go on for something bigger and better next week, or next Friday, rather, this coming Friday. So we congratulate the Trojans on one, or rather the Eagles, on a heck of a good ball game tonight. They trailed the Trojans by as many as 7 or 8 at one time, but came back and put the Trojans away by a final score of 79 to 61. And so that'll just about do it now, as we go 0-1 in the league, and we'll pick up another one here in just a second. Wait a minute. Just a second. Okay, now, so catch you next week, or on Friday rather. Good night from UDA.